The same person, Huzur, asks this question as well. He says, is it not sufficient for us to follow the Quran and Hadith? Why should we enter into Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat?
It is sufficient to follow the Quran and Hadith. But who follows the Quran and Hadith? The world of Islam is before us. Supposedly the same world of Islam existed at the time of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, but there were no sections, no divisions. They learned to obey him most perfectly, and they took every step in unison with his steps. So with one voice they stood up, with one voice they sat down, and the same continued to happen during the first 4 Khalifa's times. So this was true Islam. Why was there not any division? The Quran is the same now. The Prophet is the same Prophet. But why have they divided so much? That shows that for practicing a teachings, a model is needed. The only difference between then and now is that the model of Hadith Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has, I shouldn't say disappeared, but he is not being followed. So a new model is required to should we say a new model like Hazrat Muslim is a model is required to be created exactly in the image of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And by following his examples, the Muslims who believe in him could acquire the same heights that they had gained at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If not the same, of course, at least great heights. So this is exactly what happened at the time of Muslim. The word of Islam needed a model, and that model appeared in the form of Muslim. So you remove him from the scene, and the Ahmadiyya disappears, and the rest of the Muslims, the terrorist Muslims and this and that, would in fact earn a bad name for Islam in the eyes of the whole world.
The last point was always a bit, I couldn't follow the last point.
What do you mean? Which point?
If you leave that model, then
Hazrat Muslim, suppose Hazrat Muslim did not appear, what would be left behind? This divided world of Islam between Shia, Sunni. Shia is further divided, Sunni is further divided, and cutting each other's throats, and believing in terrorism and showing terrorism to be a true version of Islam according to them. So this will earn Islam a very bad name in the entire world. And this is not the Islam of Hazrat Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.